Good morning, students. In this session, we are going to see how to solve system of non-homogeneous linear equations. Consider system of three equations. Using this, we form four determinants. First one, delta 1, taking coefficient of x in the first column, a1, a2, a3, coefficient of y in the second column, that is b1, b2, b3, coefficient of z in the third column, c1, c2, c3. This is known as delta, determinant delta. Then we take delta x. The first column should be replaced by this d1, d2, d3, b1, b2, b3, c1, c2, c3. Then delta y. You keep first column as it is, a1, a2, a3. In place of second column, you write d1, d2, d3, then c1, c2, c3. That is delta y. Then delta z. First as it is, a1, first two columns, a1, a2, a3, b1, b2, b3. In place of third column, you take d1, d2, d3. So you form delta, delta x, delta y and delta z. When delta not equal 0, the system is consistent and has unique solution. Those unique solution is obtained by x equal to delta x by delta, y equal to delta y by delta, z equal to delta z by delta. But delta is not equal to 0. So this method is known as Cramer's rule method. In this case, the system is consistent and has unique solution. If delta equal to 0 and union of delta x, delta y or delta z is non-zero, the system is inconsistent and has no solution. If delta equals 0 and delta x equal delta y equal to delta z equal to 0, all of delta x, delta y, delta z equals 0, and at least one cofactor of one of the cofactors of delta is non-zero. Then the system is consistent and will have infinitely many solutions. In this case, any one of the variables, we have three variables x, y, z, any one of the variables can be given arbitrary value, that is we can assign some value to any of the variables, and other variables can be expressed in terms of that in such cases the three equations reduced to two equations. if all the cofactors of delta, delta x, delta y and delta z are 0, but elements of delta are not all 0. That means we can find some non-zero element. Then in this case the system will be reduced to single equation, and any two variables can be given arbitrary value. This previous case, a single variable can be given arbitrary value. In this case, two variables given arbitrary value. In this case, the given system is consistent and has infinitely many solutions. Then solution of homogeneous system of equations. Solution of homogeneous system of linear equations by determinant method. Consider a1x plus b1i plus c1z equal to 0, a2x plus b2y plus c2z equal to 0, a3x plus b3y plus c3z equal to 0. Let's delta equal to, write coefficient of x in the first column, a1, a2, a3, here b1, b2, b3, c1, c2, c3. If delta not equal to 0, then the system has system of equations has unique solution. That is x equal 0, y equal 0, z equal to 0. The solution should be x 0, y 0, x equal 0, y equal 0, z equal to 0. This solution is called trivial solution. If delta equal to 0, then system of homogeneous equations has infinitely many solutions. These solutions are called non-trivial solution. If we have unique solution, that is trivial. More than one solution, infinite many solution means non-trivial solution. Solution of system of linear equations by matrix method. So given system can be written as Ax equal to B. Find determine A. First step. Determine A not equal to 0, then x equal to A inverse B. The solution can be obtained by using x equal to A inverse into B. Determine A equal to 0. find adjoint of A into B. Adjoint of A into B equal to 0. I mean not equal to 0, which implies no solution. Adjoint of A into B equal to 0. In this case, infinitely many solutions or no solution. So the system can be written in the form of Ax b equal to b. First step, you are going to find determinant A. If it is not equal to 0, you can find unique solution using x equal to a inverse of b, x equal to a inverse into b. When determinant A equal to 0, you find adjoint of A into b. If adjoint of A into b is not equal to 0, there is no solution. If it is equal to 0, there are two possibilities. You may have infinitely many solutions or no solution. Rank of matrix, next concept. So you are familiar with this concept. The rank of a matrix A is said to be R, the number R, if it has at least one minor of order R which does not vanish. All minors of order higher than R. So we should find at least one minor of order which does not vanish. At the same time, all minors of A higher than that of R, that is R plus 1, R plus 2, all will vanish. If it happens, we can say R is the rank of the matrix. Generally, rank of the matrix will be denoted by row of A, that is rank of A. Solutions of linear equations using rank method. So a1x plus b1y plus c1z equal to d1, a2x plus b2y plus c2z equal to d2, a3x plus b3y plus c3z equal to d3. Let's see. That is augmented matrix AB. A1 B1 C1, A2 B2 C2, A3 B3 C3. Here we have D1 D2 D3. Augmented means that is expanded matrix with coefficient matrix with this matrix B. Case 1. If rank of A equal to rank of C, C means rank of A, augmented means A comma B, equal to N, or in this case 3, is equal to the number of unknowns, then the system is consistent and has unique solution. Next, case 2. If rank of A equal to rank of C is less than 3, there is number of unknowns, then the system is consistent and has infinitely many solutions. If both ranks are equal, which is less than 3, less than number of unknowns, the system is consistent and has infinitely many solution. Case 3. Rank of A not equal to rank of C, which implies system is inconsistent and has no solution. So now we are going to see some problems which are all of past archives. That means it has been asked previous years. Question number 13. Before that, we have solved 12 questions. The system of linear equations x plus y plus z equal to 2, 2x plus 3y plus 2z equal to 5 2x plus 3y plus a square minus 1 into z equal to a plus 1. Has a unique solution for modulus a equal to root 3. Is inconsistent when modulus a equal to root 3. Has infinitely many solutions for a equal to 4. Is inconsistent when a equal to 4. So the given system of 3 equations. So we have to find which one of the given option is correct. The coefficient determinant, that is 1, 1, 1. We have the matrix B 2. Here 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 2. We have 5 here. 2, 3, s ka minus 1. You find the value of this one. Exponent is determined 1 into multiply 3 into this term 3 a squared minus 3 minus 6, then minus 1 into 2 a squared minus 2 minus 4 plus 1 into 6 minus 6, 3 a squared minus 9 minus 2 a squared plus 6 a square minus 3. So delta equal to a square minus 3. Next you find delta x, replacing first column by this one 2 5 a plus 1. So 2 into 3 squared minus 3 minus 6 minus 1 into 5 squared minus 5 minus 2a minus 2 plus 1 into 15 minus 3a minus 3. 6a squared minus 9 to minus 18 minus 5a squared plus 2a plus 7 plus 12 minus 3a. 6a squared minus 5a squared a squared 2a minus 3a, that is minus a plus 1. So delta x a squared minus a plus 1. Delta y, you take first column as it is. In place of second column, you take that value 2, 5, a plus 1. You expand this determinant as we did in the previous cases. You can find a square minus 3 for delta z 1 2 2 1 3 3. In place of third column you have to write 2 5 a plus 1. You expand this, do calculate, you can find a minus 4. So here delta y, so delta y equal to a square minus 3, delta z equal to a minus 4. To prove it's inconsistent, delta should be 0, either delta x not equal to 0 or delta y not equal to 0 or delta z not equal to 0. Then the system will be inconsistent. Now we take delta equal to 0. So a square minus 3 equal to 0, a squared equal to 3. So modulus a equal to root 3 or a equal to plus or minus root 3. When modulus a equal to root 3, delta z equal to a minus 4, a equal to modulus of root 3 means a equal to plus or minus 4, which is not equal to 0. Therefore, the system is inconsistent when modulus a equal to root 3. So among the given options, option B is correct. So answer option B. Sum number 14. If the system of linear equations x minus 4y plus 7z equal to g 3y minus 4 is 5z equal to h minus 2x plus 5y minus 9z equal to k. Is consistent. Then option A, g plus 2h plus k equal to 0. Option B, g plus h plus k equal to 0. Option C, 2g plus h plus k equal to 0. Option D, g plus h plus 2k equal to 0. Delta 1 minus 4 7 0 3 minus 5 minus 2 5 minus 9 expand this 1 into minus 27 plus 25 minus 2 into using first column I expand 1 into this, then 0 into anything 0, minus 2 into 20 minus 21. So minus 2 plus 2 equal to 0. So delta equal 0. They have given that the system is consistent. To be consistent, if we have delta equal 0, we must have delta x equal to delta y equal to delta z equal to 0. Then only the system will be consistent. Whenever delta equals 0, to have consistent, to have solution, we must have delta x equal to delta y equal to delta z equal to 0. Now find delta x, delta y, delta z. So first column should be replaced by G H K. Next minus 4 3 5 7 minus 5 9 just to expand this. So G into minus 27 plus 25. Here we show minus into minus plus 4 into minus 9h plus 5k, 7 into 5h minus 3k. Here we have 2, so minus 2g minus 36h 20k plus 35h minus 21k. So minus 2g minus h 20k minus 21k minus k. So delta x equal to 0, minus 2g minus h minus k equal to 0. So 2g plus h plus k equal to 0. So we have result 2g plus h plus k equal to 0. Delta y 1g7 0h minus 5 minus 2k minus 9. So minus 9h plus 5k minus 2 into minus 5g minus 7h minus 9h plus 5k plus 10g 14h. So 10g 14h minus 9h plus 5h plus 5k. Delta y equal to 0 implies 10g plus 5h plus 5k equal to 0, which implies 2g plus h plus k equal to 0. Again we will get the same result. So delta x equal to 0, we get the results. Delta y equal to 0 implies also 2g plus h plus k equal to 0. You find delta z. 1 0 minus 2 minus 4 3 5 g h k 3k minus 5h minus 2 into minus 4h minus 3g 3k minus 5h plus 8h plus 6g 6g plus 3h plus 3k. Delta z equal 0 implies 6g plus 3h plus 3k equal 0, which implies 2g plus h plus k equal to 0. So delta equal 0, delta x equal to delta y equal to delta z equal 0, which implies we have the result 2g plus h plus k equal to 0. So option C is the correct answer. If the system of equations x plus y plus z equal to 5 x plus 2y plus 3z equal to 9, x plus 3y plus alpha z equal to beta has infinitely many solution, then beta minus alpha equals option A 5, option B 8, option C 21, option D 18. So, for using determinant method, if the system has infinitely many solutions, then delta equals 0, delta x equal to delta y equal to delta z also equal to 0. We have to apply this condition. For infinitely many solutions, delta equals 0 as well, delta x equal delta y equal delta z equal to 0. So, delta 1 1 1 1 2 3 1 3 alpha. So 2 alpha minus 9 minus 1 into alpha minus 3 plus 1 into 3 minus 2. 2 alpha minus 9 minus alpha plus 3 plus 1 alpha minus 5. So delta equals 0 implies alpha minus 5 equals 0, alpha equal to 5. Further, take delta x. The first column should be replaced by d1, d2, d3, that is 5, 9, beta, 1, 2, 3, 1, 3, alpha, 5 into 2 alpha minus 9 minus 1 into 9 alpha minus 3 beta, 1 into 27 minus 2 beta, 10 alpha minus 45 minus 9 alpha plus 3 beta, 27 minus 2 beta, 10 alpha minus 9 alpha, that is alpha, 3 beta minus 2 beta plus beta, here plus 27 plus minus 45, that is minus 18. So delta x equals 0 implies alpha plus beta minus 18 equal to 0. Five plus beta minus 18 equals 0. Beta equal to 13. So we have to find beta minus alpha. 30 minus alpha equal to 5. So beta minus alpha equal to 8. So option B is the correct answer. So we will discuss more past starches in the next session. Thank you.